So one of the things I did this week was I welded up the turbo piping. I thought about having a professional weld it up just to kind of make sure it was nice and pretty and stuff like that, but I decided to go ahead and do it myself. It's not the prettiest of welds, I'm kind of a amateur welder. I've only really been welding on this car and a little bit of other ones, but I'm not really like a professional welder. And stainless steel with thin piping, it is easy to get burned through. So one thing that I did learn is that you really need to cut precise lines and have the gap exactly the same. Then it makes welding it a lot easier. So I will definitely be getting a chop saw for the next build that I do, so I can cut all my piping and have it exact. I learned that with the spacing. It just makes it so much nicer welding. So what I plan to do now that it's a solid pipe, because when you're doing these little start and stops, you may have little pinholes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind it nice and smooth, and then I'm going to go over it fast with one nice bead, making some C's so it looks like it's nice, pretty beads. And then it's all getting wrapped anyway, so it doesn't really matter pretty-wise, but it's just for me, I want to try to get my best weld. Another thing that I did was I worked on the transmission mount. It's one of the last things I had to do before I pull out the engine, which I'll be doing this week, hopefully, to build it and weld up the firewall. And so what I did is I used, I think it's like 2x3 or 1.5 by 3 inch square tubing and some, but I had to make some holes in it, to be able to run the exhaust through. So I used some pipe, and that's what I did. Because the car's so low, you can't just run the exhaust above or below the mount. And there it is. I'm going to have my buddy weld this up professionally because it is a structural part of the car and I want it to be 100% solid. So anyway, that's what I did. Tell me what you think. Click like and follow.